how you kind of took on those initial frustrations and overcame those roadblocks when you were first getting started?
Man, it it's funny is like it really is like I look at it. It's easier in hindsight because at the time you're just kind of swimming. You're trying not to drown. You're trying to like something's not working. Something's not working. All of a sudden it worked, and you don't know why it did. And so, and it takes even longer to really understand like how to succeed every time at that next step, right?
Yes, sir.
But like looking back, and I got lucky to go and spend a lot of time at Penland, which is like this craft school. So I got to see all kinds of other mediums, like there's glass and ceramics and metalworking and metalsmithing and like it's everything, and talk to people that have been doing it for like 70 years and stuff. And at one point, one guy really broke it down to me, and he's like, really everything, including glass, is just a series of steps. And you might know 6 out of 10 steps, by heart, and the last 4 are that mystery. But he's like, once you break down those last 4 steps and you know the order and you know the timing, every single medium, every single process is a series of steps. And that's why I always tell people that get too caught up into learning the technique is that, like, man, it really is just a series of steps. Sooner or later, you're going to figure them out and develop this vocabulary. But unless you remember to focus on what you want to say with that vocabulary, you're just going to end up with this toolkit that you don't know what to use it on. Yeah, so, 100%. Like, it's fun at the beginning because you want to learn all the techniques. But in 5-6 years, you're going to get to a point where you're like, I got a ton of techniques. Now I just don't know what to do. And that's almost worse than not knowing how to do it. Yeah.
So like when I first got on the torch, it was up at American Glassroots in Arlington. And then I moved down here and started working for Billy, and I learned pretty quickly how to make a pipe. Yeah. And it was like every time you step up, you take a step back. So you learn how to make a clear pipe, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to make it with China tubing, or I'm going to do wrap and rake. The wrap and rake, it doesn't want to stretch even, or whatever the problem is. And I got to Fritz spoons, and then made a bunch of spoons, and then kind of fell into what you're saying. It's like you learn how to do the thing, and then I started working on techniques. I did honeycombs, I kind of did some wigwags, but then if you don't develop your next products of what it is, it's like you make these things, and you can't put it into the bigger sections or whatever it is, and that's like a whole roadblock of its own. It's you get comfortable making something. It's like, oh, I know how to do this.
Oh yeah.
And then hurdling to a more difficult.
Well, I mean, and I think like one thing I love too about this, like about how we all end up learning in the process. We all go through a similar process of like starting and gaining experience, gaining technique, and then leveling up, putting that technique you just learned into something else, starting over again on learning that next step. But developing your own style, and your own voice. Even when I was beginning, like, you're always walking in somebody else's footprints, trying to figure out how they made that piece. And you get to a point where you realize I got to take my own step in my own direction, and that I think was like, it's like the second hurdle of your career. It's like the first hurdle is learning how to use this crazy stuff, and the second one is like how do I as a person use it, and that's a tricky one, and it's something that kind of takes longer to develop, is your own style and your own voice. And there's a lot of this isn't necessarily criticism, because this is what I did for a long time, but there's a lot of cover bands, where you're just singing the same song as the other guy did, like, and he already played the notes. Like, you've got the sheet music in front of you, and all you have to do is do it. It's like the recyclers, rigs, pendants, like all these things that a lot of people make, and it's rare that you find people that make something that is truly theirs, and evolve. It's the same thing. I mean, go back to the cover band analogy, but you can be that one-hit wonder, and that's the only thing you're ever going to make. But can you evolve? What's the next thing? because I know that I am not the same person now that I was 5 years ago, and that person 5 years ago isn't the same as the person that I was 5 years before that. And does your work evolve as you do? You know, as you grow as a human being, are your interests reflected in what you're making? And I think that is how you remain successful as a as any artist, is that your work is a reflection of your maturity, and whether it's technically or concept wise, just remembering to like let yourself evolve. And just because something's popular and you're getting good feedback from something doesn't necessarily mean you should just keep making it. You know, it's like, always be looking to take that next step forward. You know, that's like a lot of the reasons I've taken the weird steps that I've taken is because like I'll learn something new, because I'm not exactly haven't exactly walked the same path as a lot of glass artists. Man, just her saying 35 makes me fucking stressed. Like knowing that there's a countdown and somebody there was like, oh.
So in moments like that, and we had competitors Kel Meltz and Smitty come up here and talk about their experience. I kind of asked them like if they felt an added pressure, competing in such an intimate setting with your competitors, and kind of having to like be in the presence of them and doing what they do, but also trying to find your focus in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
What do you feel like was the best way for you to find that during your competitions?
Oh man, the competitions I did, there were only a couple I did that were like this, where you're like right next to a person. Some of the competitions were a little more isolated. Like there's one that was called the Pipe Classic. It was in Vermont, and that's the one I did. That's the one I won, and that's the one I won. That I fucking retired. I was like, okay, that's it, no more, because that was like over a 2-day period, 2 6-hour days. Ooh. And and there were 3 people at a time, but you all had your own station that was like separate, which was super cool. But like any of these competitions, when you turn the torch on, and it is like blinders, you've just laser focused on that flame in front of you, And I think that the couple of competitions I was in that were a little more tied in like this, it was when things went wrong that it got really stressful, because that's when everyone else around you become like aware of them, and the fact that like I got to put something back together, and these guys are still moving forward, and then you start to get like, that's when the oh shit moments happen, Yeah.
Well, and I think it's like in an environment, in any environment, it's stressful because it's like you have an extra person over your shoulder. It's like, oh my god, and then the glass man standing in here, you have a camera pointed at you. Oh, and it's like you have all of us commenting on it, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you got someone coming to interview you, which is great. Actually, she does a really good job. I think she's done a pretty good job of like understanding when to like walk away and let them like, and the people that like can talk and will talk, But yeah, this is a whole new element like to the competition of like, you're live streaming it. You want like a little bit of commentary. It is like entertaining, and the fact that on the other, where I'm sitting right now, on the other side of this glass wall, there's a whole bar full of people watching us, is even cooler. Like, like.
It gets scary sometimes. You can't see out.
You
can't see outside, so it's like,
dude. I scratched my ass so much the first time I came in here, and nobody told me. They're like, "Oh, have you been into the speakeasy yet?" And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? No, shit." Yeah, but this is funny. Is like we used to talk about shit like this. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we built something like this? And I had no idea this was a thing until Champs was around. I mean, I knew they were building this, right? But I didn't know there was a speakeasy thing. Or, sometimes when pipe makers say speakeasy, it's just like, it's like a storage closet, that there's like a tapestry and a lava lamp, and you're like, fuck, okay, yeah, great speakeasy. And then I come in here, and Stephen Pierce has given me a tour, and he's literally like, no, you push this little button, and a wall opens up.
Yeah.
And out of that door stumbled J.D. Maplesden, a cloud of smoke, and then J.D. Maplesden, who's a good
like
friend of
heaven.
mine.
Walked out
And
like
I
a
was like,
zombie.
this is like poetry, you know? Like, this place is legit. Like, a fucking wall just opened, smoke poured out, and J.D. just stumbled out. And I hadn't seen him in
Like,
like
pinch
5
yourself,
years.
you're
Yeah.
like, am I dreaming? Is
Well,
this?
of course, it did made complete sense, you know? Yeah, but
Yeah, it's been fantastic seeing Billy's vision kind of come to fruition. Being able to see him, you know, see his entire like vision come to life has been amazing to see.
oh yeah.
How long have you known Billy for?
You know, it's funny. Is like, well, I mean, as everybody in Glass, like we've known each other for a lot longer than we've really known each other, right? I'd say just within
Known
the
of
last
each
year,
other.
yeah, right. Or have met along the way at a competition, or yeah, right, or like, you know, met at a trade show or like at a head shop randomly. But I'd heard of him or what he was doing, you know, when he had the first trailer, you know, way back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really smart, motherfucker. Like, that's
Yeah.
really smart, you know? And then it's just honestly been the last year and a half when we've come in more contact more recently. And now I feel like I'm really getting to know Billy for the first time. But seeing, I don't know, following you guys and the people that work here and seeing that it feels like, now, you know, I don't know if it's true or not, but it feels like you guys are a family. Like this whole Glassmith crew
100%, yeah.
is like, is a special spot.
It's the thumbnail for later.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, but you guys, like, between the two Instagrams and like what you guys do and how you've really taken, harnessed your individual personalities along with what's going on here, it makes you feel like you're part of the community, even, you know, if you're just shopping here. And I think you guys are doing something really special, like something that I haven't seen in our industry.
That's the bag mic, Tana. You gotta
Oh, that
talk
mic's
to
messed up.
Joe's.
What?
Talk to Joe's.
Okay. I think what's interesting about it is the fact that Billy got a bunch of people who weren't in the glass industry, like at all,
Yeah.
to really start to value glass as an art form and value the artistry of just like creating
Yeah.
something. And that's how it's so easy for us to bring in, like you said, like customers. Like it's so easy to explain how it appeals to us because we were in that same spot like
Yeah.
not too long ago.
And how long have you worked? Well, for the Glassmith, and then
I've worked for the Glassmith almost 3 years now, and then I've been blowing glass on and off for about a year and a half.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
See,
it is.
That's crazy. And are you all you guys from Austin? Or are you like? did you
I'm
come-
from San Antonio.
So both. Yeah, that's like.
San
And
Antonio.
I'm DFW.
So that's the triangle. I feel like you guys can all claim Texas. You know, I mean, I've been here for like 18 years.
Wow.
But so as far as Austin goes, that's damn near local. You know, but
Yeah. Yeah.
but still, Austin's a special spot, and like I've always felt like when I moved here, like I'm pretty old, so like I started blowing glass in Seattle in the late '90s, you know, so like right at the end of like the grunge scene in Seattle, and when I found Austin, I always felt like it reminded me of the kind of music energy that was in Seattle at the time. I found in Austin, and it was a smaller town, felt like, but the creative energy from not just like the glass blowers that were here, but the music and the art and like just the climate, like and all that Keep Austin Weird bullshit was just like a sales pitch. But when you got here, you realized like everybody that came here, Austin weirdly like gives you permission to do what you've always wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
And like it's not something somebody has to say to you. It's just like you look around and everybody seems to be doing what they've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then you just start doing it. That's what everybody moves here from California. I'm like, oh yeah, give them a year, and they're going to be one of us, you know. And it's true. People stick around long enough, all of a sudden, you know, they're Austin.
Well, and everybody is always like, everybody in Austin works from home, or you know what I mean? Where we always have time to do stuff, but it's exactly that I think people come here almost in the way that I think New York and like LA have been painted in the past as like a city of opportunity.
Right.
But Austin being in the South, I think is what really differentiates it, is because it's almost like this safe haven in the South.
It is.
Has all these creatives and all this culture where people congregate because they feel like this is the only place they have, you know?
It is, but it's also, the craziest part, it's also the capital of a big old red state. And so in other places, you know, like Seattle or Portland or some of the kind of places where it's just a little more blue, Austin is like the collision of blue and red. You've got the red legislature here. So it's like, it's the place where we all have agreed to get along and do our own thing.
Yeah.
So even though it is a safe haven for people, you're still always like not forced, but you have to
see the other side.
There's like a diversity of opinion, whether it's political and everything, you know, that is super unique about Austin. And that's why I love it. While in Texas, they're like this hyper liberal spot. It's not. It's everything. You know, and
having lived
that's it.
Having lived it for 18 years, as you mentioned, is there a specific year that stands out to you, or a specific moment, I guess, that stands out that completely changed or impacted the glassblowing community in a different way? I know a lot of glassblowers kind of cite the 2018 Farmers Bill as kind of like shifting the industry and opening it up to a whole different, I guess, selection of people here in Austin.
Yeah. Well, man, since I started, you know, it was such a small group of people. I mean, really, social media is what did it. You know, we had, before there was Instagram or anything, you know, it was all forums and glasspipe.org, pipes.org. Like, that was our Instagram. But it was only glassblowers, and we'd only talk to each other, you know. But that's, like, how stuff started to evolve, you know. Personally, when I came to Austin, the moment things changed was when I met Lucan. And Salt, and it was like the first year.
You said
Lucan,
Salt Glass.
Yeah, Salt Glass. And when he and I met, right away we clicked, like personality wise. And then 1 year on my birthday, I called him because I didn't really know. This was the first year I didn't really know a ton of people in Austin, and I never celebrated my birthday at all. But I was in Austin, and I was like, and it was on a Friday, and I was like, man, I'm gonna call Luke and see if he wants to go out. And so I called him and I said, hey, what are you doing tonight? He said, I'm not doing anything, but it's my birthday. You want to go out? And I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that started
so cool.
What has been one of the closest friendships I've ever had in my life.
That's
and we evolved as glassblowers together. I watched as he became Salt, and he watched as I developed my style, which is like the opposite of Salt. You know, it's like I'm like this clean, a little more kind of clear, scientific leaning stuff, and he is like just dirty expressionism, you know, like what we used to call it dirty sculpting, but now it's like fluid sculpting is what I would call it. You know, it's like so us evolving as artists and in different directions, you know, and I went into this kind of fine art direction for a while as he like developed this massive like style that has changed the glass community, you know,
100%.
You know,
For sure.
nationally, which is crazy.
It's an understatement, for real.
And
But-
seeing Salt as you know, a pillar of support throughout your career.
Oh yeah.
Is there a specific piece or project that you watched him work on that motivated you, or that kind of reinvigorated your love for glass, or kind of, you know, gave you the motivation to keep going?
Like not necessarily in that way, but like I think it was his hustle. Because we were we worked next to each other for a long time, and the fact that that motherfucker never got off the torch. Like his business card for a long time was him with his phone pinched between his shoulder and his ear while he's blowing glass.
That's
because he
crazy.
never stopped.
It's the hustle.
Never stopped. And I'm working right next to him, and so I was like, all right, well, I need a bigger kiln, you know, because like he would make one piece, finish it, put it in the kiln, but I would need to reheat, and the way I was working at the time, so it was like, all right, then I'm going to make 5 pieces at the same time. That way when one's reheating, I'm working on the other one. And so he taught me this way of like, you know, just kind of through how he worked. It was like work harder and work in a different way and keep pushing. And what that did was it sped up my evolution or how my work evolved. Instead of like waiting for that piece to come out of the kiln, then looking at it and looking at how I wanted to change it, I was like changing the next one right after I made the move on the previous one. I was like, okay, let me try it a little different on this one, right? And so in that day, out of the 5 pieces, none of them were exactly the same. They were all evolving a little bit, which is like how I've always worked too. Is like I've really had a hard time making something more than like 5 times and being happy. There's only one design that I like that I do that with, but like, you know, and it's one of those things that like I think has always kept what I do fresh, and is why I've kind of transitioned into a designer role now. Is that I never stop designing the next one, right? Or thinking about the next evolution, and not kind of standing in one spot and making something over and over again.
Continually growing.
Too often. You have to do it to you know, to make money. If something gets popular, you got to make more. I mean, fuck. Now I'm the sewing machine guy, and I only wanted to make one, but like now I'm on my 5th one, and I never wanted to make more than one.
You make sewing machines?
Yeah, I make glass sewing machines.
That's
Oh,
dope.
wow, that's insane.
Yeah, the
cool.
first one I made was like a art piece, and because my mom used this old Singer sewing machine for quilting, so I was making this whole body of work with other stuff, and then I decided to remake that machine. And I did, and it got such like good like press that somebody at a gallery asked me for another machine.
Oh, wow.
And,
nice.
And that's how I made the second one. The second one I made is the one that's in the Smithsonian now. And then
wow, it's in the Smithsonian. That's really cool.
it is. It's like crazy. That one is a rig too. But like once that happened, then I realized like I'm going to be the sewing machine guy because
It's hollow. You can smoke out of it.
yeah, there's parts
That's
the interior
crazy.
parts are hollow.
I see.
Do you find yourself kind of mentally wrestling with that, I guess? I know I've spoken to Tony Kazi in the past.
Yeah.
And he's talked about how he made a dragon one time and everybody loved it, and now he's the dragon guy, and
It's
that kind of became his thing. He doesn't really like that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you wrestle with that when it comes to sewing machines and everything? And how do you combat that?
I think it's like that's the danger, right? The problem is these sewing machines take so long to make, like 300 to 1,000 hours,
Oh,
right?
man.
And so even if you sell that thing for a crazy amount of money, at the end of the day, you're still getting minimum wage, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, so it's like a labor of love. And if I didn't love to make those, it wouldn't really make sense to. But like I still, every time I make one, have to find a way to make it interesting in a new way, right? By changing how I'm doing, how I'm approaching it, how I'm thinking about it, what I'm learning from it, you know? And those are interesting because I get to like have a sewing machine that I'm kind of replicating in front of me. And as I like started to become more of a designer, you start to look at things in a different way.
Yeah.
And like you take like the microphone that we're using now, or the headphones, or anything, and you realize that like every little part of this somebody designed. Somebody made a choice to make that knob that shape. Like I thought about it for a while, you know. And every interaction, every little thing, every fork you use, somebody had to like think about like how that was shaped
Yeah.
and made. And so whenever I do these sewing machines, I'm looking at every curve and corner and now you're getting in the mind of the person that designed it before you. It's like we do with pipes. It's like you're trying to replicate something you saw someone else do. You're learning a little bit about them and the decisions they make to get somewhere. So I'm taking apart these machines that are 100 years old, and I'm learning about like why somebody would make this like part of the sewing machine curve
Like
into the
angles,
next
yeah.
one, yeah. Or like all these little things that were like creative choices in something that people think of as like a utilitarian machine. So that's what I love. I love designing. I love people using the things that I make, and I think that's why I steered away from making more heady work, was that people weren't using them as much, which is like important for me. I want someone to use this thing, and I want them to love it for the same reasons I love it.
Yeah, 100%. And then you know, there's also a part of it where you're giving a part of yourself to the project.
Yeah.
And you want them to recognize that. You know, you want to leave a little
Yeah.
bit of yourself into the piece.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to watch this place evolve. I'm excited to watch all you guys grow, being so like fresh into this. Like I can't wait to come by when it's not a competition, just when
Yeah.
you guys are working, because I'd love to. I was just talking to Steve about that.
Yeah.
Come rent some time here and work with you guys.
Yeah, man, please
And,
do. That'd be sick.
Yeah, dude. No, I
100%,
miss the community of like trading information, because like I've been doing this a long time and I know a lot about I can fucking work with glass really well, and
Yeah, you're fantastic, bro.
But everybody knows something you don't. I guarantee you 11 months in know something about the material that I don't.
Oh, I don't.
No, you'd be surprised, dude.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not that guy.
No, everybody's that guy. Like, there's a guy out there that can barely talk, but he knows something about tying shoes that I don't. Like, there's like, it may be the most little thing that you do. It may be the way, like, the order in which you use a tool, where you push your tool down, or like something that will change the way that I work, even if it's little like that,
Yeah,
and
bro.
you'll never like get that those little things unless you work around people. You'll remain in your own little feedback loop.
Yeah.
And it's just easier to
have to
grow around other people, even if it's little itty bitty things, So
100%.
I miss
agree.
that.
I agree.
I mean,
Well,
yeah.
We're gonna take a second. I'm gonna throw it on the 13 Blowing on 30. I think she's
Hell
in
yeah.
there. She's about to do some interviews for us. 13 Blowing on 30. What do you have?
I'm sorry, I was so locked into the conversation that I didn't even realize we've only got 12 minutes left on the board. That's why I was like, oh my god, I have to go do interviews. That being said, we are in the second round of our ornament competition here at 2039 Airport Boulevard, the Glassmith in Austin, Texas. Thank you for joining us. We've been here for a few hours and we still got 12 minutes, it seems, to go. Paris Elise, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Are you feeling stressed?
Yeah.
I believe in you, Pookie. It looks beautiful. I love you and good
Thank you.
luck.
I love you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Kind words in the chat for all of our lovely competitors today. Fargo.
Hello.
Hello. How are you feeling? Are you stressed?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be able to do it though. Really just push until the end.
You planning on finishing in time?
I hope so.
Okay. I hope so too. Bono, it looks like we're going with plan A.
That's right.
It looks beautiful though. How are you feeling? Stressed or good?
And come back to me in like 60 seconds.
60 seconds. I feel bad. I'm bombarding everybody. Indo,
Ma'am.
how do you feel?
We're all right.
Are you stressed? You're gonna finish very soon. It looks beautiful.
Cucumber.
Hell yeah.
We're good.
The difference in competitors is actually kind of interesting to see, Some people are real chill, some people are stressed. Nostalgia, short and simple, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Everything went according to plan.
Hell yeah, it's looking like you went with your Satan claws.
That is Satan Claus, all
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. It looks dope.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck. You've got about 10 minutes on the board. Lot Boy, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Are you stressed?
No,
Okay, awesome. You've got 10 minutes on the board. You think you're going to finish in time?
I'm done.
Oh, hell yeah. He said, actually, I'm done. All right. Well, I think it looks beautiful. It definitely looks like a snow globe, and I think that's dope. Well, I will see you in about 10 minutes or in about 2 minutes whenever you're done.
Sounds good.
Hell yeah. All right. Thank you guys for joining me for that speed round of interviews. I was trying not to pressure anybody too much because that was my bad for waiting till the last minute. But you know what? When you wait till the last minute, you also get the most interesting of conversations. And we got to see some of those pieces right as they're about to get finished. So I'm really excited. As I said, judging is going to take place tomorrow, so we won't find out who won until tomorrow, but you should follow us on Instagram to see who wins, because we will definitely be posting it. I'll send it. Oh my God, I keep getting hair in my mouth. I'm going to send it back to our commentators at the bench. 9 minutes on the board.
Really fighting that hair over there, 13 blowing on 30. Thank you for those interviews. Yeah, man, it's been a fantastic night. Looks like our competitors are locked in, some more prepared than others, but
Everyone left you?
well, we'll see how this plays out. Our competitors are locked in. Oh, that's me. Hi there. Fargo finishing up his piece. He's making the abominable snowman, man. It's looking good. He's got 10 minutes and all he needs is an arm. Smitty in the back, beer in hand, watching this competition, seeing what he is going to be going up against in the judging realm. Well, as you guys saw, we had Mr. Evans, Mr. Micah Evans on the stream shortly, a little bit ago. He was doing his thing. He was giving us his thoughts on the glassblowing community and the growth within. My bad, Mr. Seven. My bad, Mr. Seven. Mr. Seven's back. He's got glizzy. Was the glizzy grill open?
Lots of Marcus fans today, no?
I found them.
All right.
I'm still interested.
You brought them all this way, I think so.
Well, I left them inside when I brought in hot dogs for people.
What if someone dropped the ketchup?
Well, it's the Star Wars guy.
BB-8.
Oh my gosh, I'm carrying the car.
Hey, Kevin's pretty good this thing.
Thanks, Jensen. Of course, I'll be here all night.
Jensen makes the best hot dogs in the world. If you ever know, if you ever want to get hot dogs, you need someone to cater you hot dogs. Jensen's the best. I really had to take care of business, so I didn't get to see the mid-round interviews. I know what some people are making, but I didn't get to hear the fun question maybe. Nostalgia's Satan Claus, I think he called this Satan Claus, is coming together real nice, man. That was 7 minutes. Shout out from J-Mass, one of the other judges that we haven't interviewed yet. Looks like everyone's still locked in. No one finishing early today. I think it was about this time. What's up, Lot Boy? Oh, Lot Boy's done. Lot Boy is done. Never mind. Thanks, 13 blowing on 30. Oh, looks like Nostalgia's done too. Wrapping up quick here.
Awesome. I gotta tell you something. They hit the second tower, man.
All right, buddy.
Am I late?
Man, look at this guy. Look at the abominable snowman. Oh my god, he just put a little bail on it now, or is he like, what's up? I guess bails don't take that long, huh? Less than 5 minutes. You know, I might be a little biased because I said that was my favorite movie, but I think I would vote for Fargo. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Fargo's look nice as fudge.
He has a lot of nice texture on there. He almost got like the body proportions like super correct. Like, you know how like he was kind of fat. Like he wasn't a skinny Yeti at all, or abominable snowman.
What about Kel Meltz's gingerbread woman?
What about it?
It's nice.
It is very nice, yeah, but I'm sorry if this is biased, but that shit's dope all the way. Christmas related, a reference, and a really good one at that. And a little, you know, so Jeff was talking about how he wanted to be entertained. I think that's pretty entertaining. Like, look at that guy. I'm pretty entertained. All the detail. He could have, like, maybe had him holding something funny, like I don't know, like a banana or like a piece of poop or something. I don't know.
Smitty made a piece of poop.
Yeah, he could have been holding Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky. Howdy ho. Howdy ho. Howdy ho.
But yeah, very, very cool stuff coming out of Fargo. Here's the post-match wind down over here at the bench. Kurt's asking questions we don't have answers to.
Kurt paused my John Cena.
Yeah, and if you guys joined in, sorry for the technical difficulties. Again, we're in the back studio, not really prepared. Or, you know, the internet's not the greatest out here. But hey, we made it through. I
know,
enjoyed.
we're thugging it out, man. We're doing our thing.
The commentary gets a little sporadic towards the end. You know, we've been doing this for a solid. Oh shit!
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was Fargo dropping it on the marver.
Imagine that shit broke.
Because he's just holding it with a piece of glass in the bale right now.
In the bale, Jesus! What if that shit slides down and hits his hand?
I'm saying he's playing a dangerous game right now. Oh, he just cold sealed up to his crotch.
Second ever Glass Man Standing champion Fargo Flameworks competing. It's fantastic. He has the highest win percentage in Glass Man Standing history.
Yeah, that's the boy, bro.
Yes, sir.
That is
second most
absolute
appearances
boy.
in the show's history as well.
Yeah, and a champion.
Yeah.
Don't forget he has a belt. He's a title.
Yeah. Second ever, season 2. Going up against Endo Glass, who is also competing in this round. Long history between
They're
those
rivals
two.
in my mind.
Oh, 100%. That's all-time rivalry. That's probably the greatest rivalry in Glass Man Standing history right now. What rivalries have there been? There's Kurt and Billy.
Kurt and
OG.
Billy for sure is a good one.
I would say Trippy and Nostalgia had a rivalry for like the first 2 or 3 seasons. Where they were just always matched up. They went up against each other in playoffs 3 seasons in a row.
Billy and Paris.
The Chains. Uh-oh. We
Baby
lost
Dabs.
the Kodakam, it looks like.
Kodakam dead.
Oh my God, John Cena's walking out.
Dude, you're at work, bro. John Cena.
Oh, Mr. Seven's just a hater. You didn't have a childhood.
I had a childhood. Well, without Kodakam, I don't have a great angle of Fargo Flameworks.
It's alright. He's doing his thing. He's enjoying himself.
This thing keeps on getting overheated. Oh no, it says it's back. Okay, we're back. Oh, he's putting it in the kiln. He's finishing. How much time is left?
Hey!
High fives up. About 40 seconds left. Coda's coming back here now.
Hey, that's us.
Now I'm looking the back of me. And I'm just getting closer.
Rapping on.
And now he's on
doing
Joe.
that thing.
And now it's on me. Looking at me from Kodakam.
Why don't y'all at home give Austin a kiss real quick? Just give him a nice look.
All right, guys. Well, here, put it on us.
Hey, you can't say that.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.
Nice work, guys.
Hey, thank you,
Jay.
Jay. One of the last judge we didn't get to interview, right here, but
Mr.
the
J
best
Mass.
one.
J Mass,
The
what?
best of the last.
Time
Thank
is
you guys
buzzing.
for joining our ornament competition. Thank you all to the competitors who came out and competed. Stick around for our Instagram tomorrow. We'll be announcing the winners after the judges judge.
Oh!
$500 grand prize. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Shout out Haze Connect for providing flour for our little bud bar down here. Shout out all of our colors, North Star, Glass Alchemy, UST Glass. Shout out all the people that make this possible. Joe, you got anything else to add?
Love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you stayed and watched the whole time, even when I sucked at Black Ops, you a real one.
Yeah. Glassmith Gaming coming soon.
Glassmith Gaming, Glassman Gaming. But other than that, we'll catch you guys.